If you had asked me 3 years ago if I felt like I was the main character in my life, the answer would have been an instant no. It wasn't that I was unhappy or that there was anything wrong, but I very much felt like life was a thing that was happening to me rather than actively being a part of it. I didn't feel like my choices were my own. That has changed entirely. And though my life looks very different now, the shift in that area has nothing to do with the actual changes that have happened in my life. And that's because being the main character of your life isn't about having a certain type of life, but being a certain type of person. It has nothing to do with how others perceive you and everything to do with how you perceive yourself. Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about how to become the main character of your life and I have some things to say. I'm super curious to know if you guys agree with the points in this video, so definitely leave a comment and let me know your thoughts or if there's anything that you feel like I missed. I would love to know. Hydration is very main character energy. The first thing that you need to do to become the main character of your life is to stop trying to live someone else's. It is so easy to spend your life wishing it away. I feel like social media, and in my experience, especially TikTok, is so bad for this. It can really create this mental image of like the ideal life, and it's always something that's different from yours. The grass is always greener. And to some degree, that's human, but it can also make you miserable. If you want to be the main character of your life, you need to fall in love with it, because this is the life that you have. We all have things we don't love, and I'm not promoting toxic positivity. I'm not saying that you should be happy about things that really suck. I am also a huge fan of goal setting, so if there are things in your life that you're not happy with that you can change, please go check out my other videos on that. I would love to support you in that journey. It is absolutely worth working towards things that you want. But at the same time, there's probably a lot of things that you can't change, or at least you can't change right away. If you are trying to live like the main character of your life, it is poisonous to spend your time wishing it away. In my experience, it is much more fun, helpful, and beneficial to instead focus on romanticizing the life you have rather than focusing on the things that you don't. The next step to main character energy is to become an enthusiast. This is something I'm so big on. I literally wrote an entire chapter about it in my book. If you are unfamiliar with the concept of having an enthusiastic mindset, what it means is that all of the little things in your life that you like, you instead choose to love. You get passionate, you get excited. There are little things in your life that will make you feel like the main character, and I think those are different for everyone, but pay attention. I fill up my Yeti bottle with water every single morning. First, I will tell you, this Yeti bottle makes me feel super cute every morning when I'm getting ready because I'm so obsessed with it. And this morning, while I was getting my water, I was like, you know what I wanna do? I feel like jazzing it up a little today. So I cut up some lemon and cucumber and I put it in my water. Does this actually change my life at all? Not really, but I felt cool doing it. It made me happy and I'm enjoying drinking my water a lot more today. Finding joy in big things is great, but it's also okay to get really stoked about things like putting veggies in your water. Enthusiasm is the practice of noticing all of those little things and cultivating them as much as you can. I uploaded a whole video last week on 10 ways that I'm currently romanticizing my life, so check that out if you want more on this. Look for the magic, the fun, and the good around you, and if you can't find it, create it. The next way to start living like the main character in your life is to stop dressing yourself like you're someone else. And hear me out on this because I think this can sound like a really small thing, but in my experience, it's not. I have spent years of my life contributing negatively to my own body image and self-confidence by trying to style my body like someone else's. At times, this looked like trying to fit trends that just weren't flattering on my body, buying clothes that didn't fit properly, or being too nervous to try things that were out of my comfort zone. Your worth has nothing to do with how you look, but it has been such a confidence game changer for me to start purchasing and wearing things that I feel good in, things that fit well. It honestly just like cranks up the main character feeling for me. I want to say a huge thank you to Cider for working with me on this next part of the video. My husband and I recently moved from Vancouver, BC to Ottawa, Ontario, and if you know anything about the geography and relative climates of those two places, you would know that we have gone from very mild winters to very harsh winters. When we moved here, I owned 3 sweaters total. So when Cider reached out to me and said they wanted to send me some of their clothes, it was good timing, let's just say that. This was also a really cool opportunity for me to pick out some things that were kind of out of my comfort zone and maybe different from what I would normally reach for. There were 2 things that I got in particular, one of which is this top and this other one is this jacket that I got. And those are both things that I would have been nervous to try on in a store. They just intimidated me a little bit, and they have turned out to be my 2 favorite pieces out of everything that I got. The quality of all of the pieces is incredible and the fit is so nice. Cider has a really great size range, and their prices are so reasonable. I just cannot get over though how comfortable the pieces are. The sweaters I got are so soft and not itchy at all, which is huge. I got this like cream knit turtleneck from them, and it is butter. Like, it is so soft. Zach has also told me that it is his favorite shirt of mine, which is high praise because he has seen me in a lot of things. It's been such a confidence boost for me being out in a new city to feel like I'm in clothes that actually reflect who I am and how I feel. I feel like it's helped me be myself more and definitely helped me feel like the main character more. Cider has also given me a discount to share with you guys, so I will have that on the screen and then in the description box below. I'll link all the pieces that I got as well as have a link to their website, so definitely make sure to check that out if you're looking for any new pieces this winter or spring. Like I said, the quality is unreal, the sizing is great, and the price is so good. The next way to become the main character of your life is one that has changed mine so much in the last 6 months, and that is to literally surround yourself with inspiration. I feel like these days, most of us are always surrounded by content, whether it's we're listening to music or podcasts, audiobooks, scrolling on social media, watching YouTube videos. We're just never really silent. And that's another topic we can get into because I'm not necessarily a fan of that. What I will say though is that this is an opportunity for you to sort of hack your brain a little bit. We are such visual creatures. I cannot stress what an impact it has had on me, you guys, to have like a vision board as my computer background. I also have a like specifically work vision board that I have as my phone wallpaper. I have playlists that specifically cultivate that like main character feeling for me. I have Pinterest boards of quotes and words that make me feel really inspired. I have unfollowed or removed content creators who don't make me feel inspired. I should reword that. I have unfollowed content creators who actively make me feel discouraged or insecure or unhappy with my life. Even if they're not doing that intentionally, if it affects me negatively, it's not worth it. And I've replaced those accounts with people who do make me feel inspired and make me feel like that's the kind of life they have and that's the kind of life I can have too. Immerse yourself in things that make you feel like you are living your dream life. The next thing that you need to do to become the main character of your life is to stop apologizing for existing. And this is something that my now husband, then boyfriend, said to me about 3 months into dating. I think he was giving me a ride somewhere and I thanked him for like the 11th time and he was like, okay, enough. If you're someone who doesn't struggle with that at all, that's amazing. You can skip to the next timestamp. But I spent so many years of my life genuinely feeling guilty for taking up space in the world. This outlook is incompatible with main character energy. I felt so much shame over my needs and capacity limits that I was constantly sacrificing them for other people. I had to learn to be okay with being a human being. And if this is something you're struggling with, so do you. Because not only is this a main factor in becoming the main character of your life, but it's also essential to having healthy relationships. This is also so important because the next step to becoming a main character is to actually learn to set boundaries. Here's the thing, and this is my only actual problem with the idea of the main character energy. As much as I want to be the main character in my life, I also want to allow other people to be the main characters in their life. It's an important thing to just keep in mind with this mindset of like, as much as you are getting in touch with who you are and the kind of life you want and really embracing that, other people are still going through that process themselves. It's important to be sensitive to that. And I say that too because as you go through this process, you might be on that other side where maybe there are people in your life who have fully embraced the main character mindset, which is amazing. But you also may need to set boundaries and remind them that you have limits because they might not be used to you expressing that. Even well-intentioned people who love you can sometimes overstep. Whatever it is, setting boundaries is the kindest thing to do for yourself and other people that you're in relationship with. The next step to becoming a main character is to do things that scare you. I saw this quote on Pinterest last week that said, "No risk, no story." And I thought it was so perfect for this topic and this video. Not only is taking risks an important and inevitable part of life, but it's also an essential component of any good story. Think about any fictional main characters that you love. Movies, books, TV shows. Risk-taking is often a central theme. There's the question of what's worth it and how far would you go? I just posted a YouTube short about my journey on the platform and just my experience starting out on YouTube, and it was so scary. I didn't know if anyone was gonna watch my videos. I was just so afraid of what people would think and what if somebody says a mean thing? What if I get a hate comment? My worst fears came true. I got negative feedback, some from strangers on the internet, some from people in my life. But the cool thing, I stopped caring because my worst fear happened and I'm fine. And my YouTube channel is growing. I have really just embraced the idea that I'm not for everyone and my content isn't gonna be for everyone, and that's fine. All that to say, do things that scare you, because the fear is real, but from the other side, looking back, you will be so glad that you did. The last thing on my list of how to become a main character in your own life is to live with purpose. And you guys know I am a big fan of intentional living. I talk about this a lot. You are the only person who knows what is of the utmost importance to you in life, and you are also the only person responsible for prioritizing that. It's one thing to have a mental list of the things that matter to you. It's another thing entirely to live a life that truly reflects those things as your priority. Holding those things in their proper positions in life, protecting them from distractions, takes intentionality and effort. Don't let your life fall away. You guys, those are all of my tips for how to start living like the main character in your own life, how to become the main character of your life. I really, really hope this video inspired you. I would love to know if it did. Please leave a comment and let me know. It means the world to me. I try to reply to all of them, and it really helps my channel. It means more to me than I can ever tell you. I hope you have a good day, because today is a good day to have a good day, and that's it. Bye.